Get a little bit of gasoline. You come gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher. You come gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another water city. I'ma make it burn.
Well, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Thank you for watching the video. Welcome back to S.W.E Racing. So, outside right now it's about 18 degrees. We've been doing some changing in the shop. We put up all new LED lights. It's bright in here. Been cleaning a bunch of stuff. Got the championship car over there in the corner. I'll go ahead and take you off the tripod and walk around and show you some things. Okay, you don't see any more toolboxes in the shop here. We still got a mess over there we're cleaning out, and we got this mess over here from doing the LS swap on the truck. We got to get that motor out of here, figure out what we're doing with the rest of all that stuff. Over in this corner, there used to be a desk right over here. That's gone. An old stove, a bunch of junk. We got rid of all of that. Moved the file cabinets over there where we got miscellaneous brake parts and oil and stuff in that. All of our drills and stuff and grinders are in that one. Got the welder over there. English wheel. This is next to go. Getting rid of that. Along this whole back wall used to be a bunch of junk. That table was full of junk and all kinds of stuff, taking up a bunch of space. We moved the shelves all back over there. Got all of our springs up on the shelf back there instead of sitting under this table where they were. Folded the table up, cleaned all that out back there, moved the championship car over, because since we put this heater unit in, it took up a lot of space, so I had to make more room. Now we got that room back. Got our air compressor back there. All of our little miscellaneous bolt bends, parts and stuff on the shelves over there. Like I said, all of our springs up nice and tight. So, like I said, it's 18 degrees outside. I just kicked the heater on not too long ago. And already, well, we're at like, what is that, 52 already? So it don't take long for it to warm this building up. So, like I said before, we were going to build another street stock for next year. So at first we were going to use the project car, and then I changed my mind because I got another car, which is this car, which we were going to convert it over to a street stock. In its current form, it's actually a what would be called a pro late or a limited late model. So in order for it to be a street, we were going to have to move the motor back forward. You see it's too far back. It has rack and pinion steering, so that had to come back off. They had cut the original frame horns off where your steering components all mount to. So we were going to have to go back and put a stock front horns back on it. Change out the lowers because those aren't legal. Change out the spindles. Put the floor pan back in. And that's what we were going to do. And we were going to put the steel cutlass body on this one. This is a really nice car. However, I got some news yesterday that I'm not at liberty to discuss, but we're changing directions again. We're not gonna turn this into a street. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna finish putting all this car back together. I've got the complete late model body for it. We're gonna put the late model body back on it. And all this, you know, with racing, everything's subject to change. So you kind of just got to go with what you, I mean, I try to get my stuff done during the winter and know what direction I'm going, but it seems like things keep changing on me. So we're going to go ahead and go ahead and put this back together as a late model. We might run some races down in Meridian, which is like Boise, Idaho, for those of you that don't know. Meridian Speedway up there, they run what they call a pro late model, and this is basically ready to be that without doing any changing to it. So basically we're gonna get all the radiator put back in, get the front bumper put back on it, carburetor. We're just going to go through and do all the little stuff that we got to do to get this car back to turnkey, and then we'll put the late model body on that, and we'll show the video along the way and the process of getting that there. So if we do build another street, we're back to using the project chassis. It'll all be clear later on as to why, but that's the direction we're going to head at this point. I know I'd really love to have this one be the other street, but for what I found out, I don't think it'd be my best route. So yeah, so anyways, how you guys liking all those lights, man? This thing is bright. So we got rid of all the toolbox. Oh yeah, and by the way, on top of the office there, all those tires that were back there, they're all now up there. The body to this late model is up there. New bumper covers and stuff that I was going to use on this car for the Cutlass bodies up there. Got brand new headers up there that were going to go on this car, which now they're not going to. They'll be 180 crossovers. That roll of plastic is like what I use for making rocker panels and stuff like that. So yeah, we got all the excess stuff that was on the floor up there, nice and cleaned up. So we'll go inside the office here. I'm sure you've seen the office before in other videos. It's kind of changed now too. Let me see if I can zoom out. I just updated my phone and it did an update that I'm not sure I like. So yeah, we got all the toolboxes now inside the office. Put some LED lights up in here so it's nice and bright. We got our bolt bends, radio. We got the drill press in here, another file cabinet, tubing bender. Yeah, so everything's working out pretty good. So we're getting geared up to start doing some more work on cars. Like I said, I wanted to get the shop where I wanted it so that I'm not fighting with space and junk all over the place. And that stuff's been over there since I moved into this shop, and kind of crazy. You know, I've been in this shop probably, I don't know, 10 to 14 years. Have never had heat. Put a hot water heater in the bathroom, so now we got hot water to wash your hands with. Thanks to Scott for helping me clean all this up and change it around, and Caitlin. Buck, as you guys know her, did a lot of work in here too, and we're still going to do more. I think we've hauled I filled 2 dumpsters and plus a load to the dump in my pickup, but we still got more to go. So stay tuned, because we're going to do some work here pretty quick. I think maybe this weekend we'll get a video of, I don't know if I want to put the body back on yet. I kind of want to get everything situated, power steering pump, water pump, all that stuff. So I'm not reaching over the body to try to get it. And then we'll put the body back on that. That's a really nice car, so we'll have a lot of fun. We'll just pick and choose when we want to go run it. The reason why I was going to do that too is because Magic Valley, where I run, we don't have limited late models. We got super late models, but you have to have a ton of money to run in them. One of them cars, well, the track owner's selling his. He's got $55,000 on it, and I seen he just lowered it to 48. But if you don't have that kind of money, you're not going to do well with them. But the nice thing about a limited late is they all run 602s or 604s. There is some open motors, but mainly they're a crate motor, just like what we run in the street. So that's why I bought this car, because it already has all that in it. And by the time I would have went and bought all that to build a street, it would have cost me more than what I paid for this car. So, yeah. So thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoyed the small video, the little catch-up video. Shop's looking awesome. Really happy with the way things are going. Just knew what direction we could go for next year and get started. So I'm going to make a decision, and that's the way we're going to go. We're going to keep this a late model, and we're going to probably run the same car from last year, the Davey Allison Championship car. We're going to run it next year in the streets, and we'll work on putting that project car back together. I've got body for it. I've got all the suspension stuff for it. If we don't race in this, I can take this motor and put in it because it's a legal 602. Completely sealed just like this one over here, so I can put it in there. It's got the 3-speed Saginaw transmission that I run. And we might just wait until we get this class back to Magic. I really hate traveling like 2.5 hours to go to the race and then 2.5 hours back and trying to line up the schedules with running 2 different tracks. I know a lot of you guys do that. But I do work a full-time job, and it's kind of tough for me to get off on a Saturday. I have to work half days, so it's kind of tough for me to get to Meridian. But as the schedule will allow, we'll probably take this up to Meridian and run some late model races. This is basically ran in the same class as in my prior videos where you see me run the late model at Magic. This car used to race against that car. So yeah, it'll be fun. I love this class. It's a blast. It's affordable. You get to go really fast. Those 10-inch slicks really hold the track well, and they're just really fun. I was kind of sad to see them go away at Magic, but maybe they'll come back. But I know I don't want to downgrade a really good car to put it in the streets, and then this class comes back in a year or two, and then I'll have to do all this back over to it. So I'm just going to wait, finish this car, and then we'll get the project car and start working on it as a street. We got Caitlin's bomber we got to do. We're still waiting on word on that. We got one lined out, and we're going to get it in the shop as soon as we get it and start gutting it out and cage it and get it ready for this year because she's going into the bombers. So anyways, thanks for stopping by. Y'all have a good day. Hopefully it's not as cold where you're at as it is here. I got to go haul some fuel and freeze a little. Thank you.